If you bought an iPad recently, you're carrying around the same M-series silicon that runs professional editing bays. But most of the time, that power stays trapped behind an interface originally designed for scrolling through photos. In raw benchmark performance, modern iPad hardware regularly outpaces the traditional MacBook laptops sitting on the same desks. Despite that power, daily usage often remains stuck in the smartphone era, one app at a time, large touch targets, and simple gestures. Apple has tried to bridge this gap with desktop-class software updates, like complex windowing systems and hidden menu bars. Utilizing these features forces you to break years of ingrained mobile muscle memory. You have to change how you naturally hold and tap the glass. We evaluate these changes using an effort versus impact quadrant. The horizontal axis tracks the learning curve, from intuitive touch to rewiring habits. The vertical axis measures actual daily time saved. Does the productivity gain justify the initial struggle? We are auditing the iPad's most touted features as literal workflow investments of your time and attention. Mastering the iPad is about identifying which specific updates actually yield positive return on that cognitive investment. Some features provide immediate boosts because they require almost zero behavioral change to implement. For example, you can now pin specific project folders directly to your iPad dock. This gives you instant access to your active files from any screen. The primary trade-off is visual. Permanent folders consume limited space in the dock, potentially bumping out your most used apps. Because the setup is instant, dock folders sit firmly in the low-effort, low-to-medium impact zone. Similarly, the upgraded Preview app works seamlessly with the Apple Pencil. You can mark up screenshots or sign documents the moment you open them. It serves as a rapid, all-in-one hub, though it lacks the deep text editing capabilities of professional PDF software. The Preview app offers a high return on minimal effort, making it an easy recommendation for almost any workflow. These wins work because they respect the tablet's native, touch-first simplicity. Other features demand a fundamental change in how you physically hold the device. The hidden Mac-style menu bar is accessed by swiping down from the top of the screen while using certain apps. This unlocks significant speed for heavy typists who rely on keyboard shortcuts to navigate their work. However, this creates a peripheral tax. The software is difficult to use unless you invest in a physical keyboard and trackpad, turning the tablet into a laptop clone. We plot the menu bar in the high-effort section. Its actual impact relies entirely on your willingness to carry extra hardware. Relying on this feature breaks the promise of a standalone tablet, forcing you into a bulky configuration to reap the rewards. The most radical changes involve abandoning the single app view for a multi-window layout. Smart windowing lets you override the full-screen default to manually resize and overlap floating apps. This is useful for intensive tasks, like cross-referencing research papers while writing a report. But on an 11-inch screen, these overlapping windows create severe visual clutter that can actually slow you down. The cognitive load required to manually arrange these windows is significantly higher than on a standard computer. Smart windowing lands deep in the high-effort, high-impact corner because of that constant manual friction. Stage Manager attempts to solve this clutter by forcing windows into distinct, switchable task groups on the side of the screen. Unfortunately, the software often auto-arranges these groups in ways you didn't intend, leading to frequent manual corrections. Stage Manager joins smart windowing in the high-effort category. It requires a lot of patience to master. Forcing desktop window management onto a touch-first interface generates peak productivity only by sacrificing the tablet's inherent ease of use. Advising: trying to use every one of these features simultaneously leads to workflow paralysis. You have to match the tools to your specific workload. This scorecard helps you find the right feature density for your daily routine. The Casual Companion uses the iPad for content consumption, reading, and light sketching. If that's you, adopt dock folders and Preview, but keep the complex window management turned off. The Document Pro needs fast text processing and email management without full desktop complexity. You should use Preview and the menu bar, but you likely won't need Stage Manager to stay productive. Finally, the Laptop Replacer requires maximum throughput at any cost. You should endure the learning curve of Stage Manager and smart windowing to achieve your highest operational speed. True iPad optimization comes from intentionally ignoring the features that don't serve your specific user archetype. Select just one quadrant of features to test this week, rather than overwhelming your routine all at once. The modern iPad's biggest advantage is the freedom it gives you to decide exactly how complex your machine needs to be.